she still goes on. She becomes a very successful teacher, and that's it. See? She obviously lives without him, and she doesn't go crazy after 5 months. The sixth reason is death, the complete opposite of love. Twilight has barely any dying in it. The only people who die are throwaway characters that Meyer doesn't even give two shits about. Cirque, everyone dies. Everyone you know and love and got to know throughout the whole 12-book series dies. Yeah. But there are some people who die that don't want to. There are some people who die on accident. And there are some people who sacrifice themselves, or some people who die because they just kind of have to. But the point is that Cirque has a lot of death, and that makes it more realistic. Because in Twilight, nobody dies because only werewolves and vampires can kill each other, can kill the other. No one dies. Even though Bella gets close to dying in every single friggin' book, no one dies. Yeah. So that makes it very unrealistic, obviously. The next reason is the setting. Okay. I already brought up stereotyping, so let's make it even more of a stereotype to move from the big city of Phoenix, where it's dry and has a dry heat and there's a lot of people, la-da-da, and you move to Forks, Washington, where it rains every day, it's freezing cold, and it has about 5 people in it. Yeah. So that's a stereotypical kind of setting. Meanwhile, with the Shanpires, that doesn't really work, but meanwhile with Mr. Darren Shan's vampires, we don't know where the hell he is. He just kind of describes, the only places he describes are the Cirque and Vampire Mountain. Nothing else. He doesn't describe the city that they go to with, he doesn't describe the city that he goes to with Mr. Krebsley and Evra when that whole thing with Debbie ensues. He doesn't describe the city he goes to again, well, no, that's the same city. My bad. He doesn't describe the place he is in the first place when he's at school and everything. You don't know where he is, so that makes it kind of easy to, you can put Darren Shan anywhere you want. You could put him in the United States, you could put him in South America, Canada, Antarctica if you even wanted to. Well, you could, but that'd be quite difficult. But with Twilight, it's super, super hot for 2 seconds, and then freezing fucking cold. And then they go to Italy, and then they go back. I'll get into the rest of that later. Okay, my next reason, number 8, is relatable male characters. The two main characters in both series are Edward versus Darren. I should get puppets. And Edward is shown as this tall, muscular, handsome, pale, mysterious, strong, sensitive, Adonis-like figure who every girl wants to be with, and Bella just adores so much and worships the ground he walks on. And yeah, that is who you want to be with. Anyone else is not acceptable. Darren, on the other hand, is just shown as a normal 13-year-old. He's just a kid thrown into this horrible situation. We don't know what he looks like because he never describes himself. So you can describe him however much you want. Although, since I'm a nerd, if you went on Mr. Shan's website during December and read the Santa Claus thing, it kind of gave you a hint as to what he looked like. Darren Shan might be a bit of a self-insert, but even if he is, he does a better job of it than Stephanie Meyer does. Since I'm getting off topic, I'm sorry. Relatable male characters. Okay, Edward is seen as this perfect person, and the things that he does you think are okay because it's from Bella's point of view. Like, you see Edward leaving you, and you think that that's just the most horrible thing in the world. You are in this manic depressive zombie-like state, and you don't do anything at all. Meanwhile, if a normal relationship had ensued, like if you were a normal person and you were dating someone and they left, it would not take you 5 months and you would not go into a depressive zombie-like state. It takes about a month or two to get over things like that, and even if you are manic depressive like that, then you've been reading Twilight. Okay, my next reason is werewolves, which, yes, the people in the werewolves in Twilight aren't werewolves. They're shapeshifters. There, okay? I corrected myself. They are shapeshifters. And there are no werewolves at all in either series. So, the only reason I'm really bringing that up is because the wolves and Wolfman are better than the shapeshifters in Twilight. The Wolfman is a psycho hose beast who kills anyone who gets near him. And the wolves in Cirque are very kind to the vampires. They can somewhat understand them because they evolved from them, and they actually take care of Darren when he gets thrown down the river. And that just shows that those are better wolves than the shapeshifters that are in Twilight, because all they are is just there to look sexy while Edward is gone, as the movie can show you, but I'll get into that later as well. Reason number 10 are the names. Now, I know I brought up last time how Darren Shan has more creative names, and he does, like that Room of Kelvin Lurt and all that other stuff that I can't think of. But specifically this time, what I'm getting at is why Meyer chose the name Isabella Swan. Isabella is shortened to Bella. Bella means beautiful in most of the romantic languages. Swan is the most graceful of all the birds, and it represents true love and beauty. But Bella is described as just a plain person. She doesn't know why all these boys are tripping all over her and just falling for her at her feet. And then it doesn't help that I know for a fact that she becomes the most graceful of all the vampires in Breaking Dawn when she does eventually turn into one. Good job, Meyer. You hit that nail on the head. And with Darren Shan, that's just his name. He just picked that name just because it's the easiest. Well, technically his full name is Darren O'Shaughnessy, but he just shortened it to Shan. But it doesn't mean anything. Just Darren Shan, Larton Crepsley, or Verhorsten, or whatever. Now, my next reason is a double-edged sword. Because when I did it the first time, I knew for a fact there wasn't one, but Cirque du Freak has a manga, and the first 3 are already out and published, and the 4th one is coming out sometime this month. But Twilight is getting a graphic novel, and I've seen the art from it. It's pretty. So, really, Cirque has a manga, but Twilight's getting one now too. Go figure. And my next reason, number 12, is the dialogue. Both of them are set from first person. It's I do this, I do that, la la la. But in Twilight, the whole time it's just Bella saying how stupid everyone else is, but how amazing Edward is. And really, that's about it. I can't really describe how annoying it is, but specifically what annoys me